It's Diana with stampingwithdye.com, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel, and I want to welcome you to this week's Whatcha Makin Wednesdays. And I am actually going to show you one of the cards from my Artistically inked class in the mail. I showed you the Christmas one the other day. I'll show you again at the end of the video in case you missed that. And I'll show you the other two cards for the Artistically inked class at the end of the video as well. So you want to make sure you stick around for that. I usually don't show them, but I figure if I show them, if that makes the attendance for the class in the mail higher, then I will start, showing them. If it doesn't affect the signups for the classes, then I probably won't always show them. So there's that. So so definitely let me know. And I think that's all I have to talk about. I got up this morning and it was pouring and thundering, so I kept the computer off for a while today. But it's settled down now. We've got quite a bit of water on the ground, so that's good. It's pretty dry here in Arizona, but we didn't have any crazy wind out here, so that's always a good thing. All right, so I'm gonna turn the phone around so we can get going. Okay, so hold on a second. All right, cool. All right. So good to go. All right, so let me make sure I can see us. I think looks all good. Let me share the video. Let's see. Good. All right. So very, very good. So let me remind you. I think I remind you every time. But here is the hostess code for July. So if you're placing an order, please use my hostess code here. If you are ordering over 150 before tax and shipping, don't use my code, because then you will be your own hostess, and then you can pick, hey Holly, you can pick hostess benefits, get free stuff, and we all love free stuff. But if you're ordering under, please use that code there. And then if you order 75 before tax and shipping, you will actually earn a pack of these. Now they're not in this little glass jar. This is just a little jar that I like to put my embellishments in, old little jars. And these are the loose flower flourishes. So if you spend $75 before tax and shipping, when I send you your July thank you card in August, you'll get a pack of those. All right, so let's see what we're using today. All right, so this is what I'm showing you. So this is the Artistically inked bundle. So this is the regular class in the mail. So I have a regular class in the mail, and then I have a Christmas class in the mail. And like I said, I'll show you that at the end if you missed it the other day. And you will actually get the stamp set and the die, and you will be making 3 cards, and you'll make 3 of each. And if you live in the United States, I can send them anywhere. So you want to make sure you sign up for that. Tomorrow, the 15th, is the last day to sign up for that class. If you get the bundle, it is $88, and that includes the priority postage, the stamp sets, the supplies, the PDF, and the private video link. And that's for the bundle. If you only need the stamp set because you already have the die, then it's just $59, and then you get all the other stuff. Now, if you are a member of my team, you can just get the card guts. Basically, the card pieces that you need to make your projects, because then my team, they order on their own and get commission. So anyways, all right, so let's get started. So this is one of the cards for the class. You have your basic white thick cardstock. So this is what your pieces would look like. Then you'll have a piece of the black striped DSP. Now this is the DSP, that's the hostess DSP, that's called Pattern Party. And it is, look how thick it is. There is like 48 sheets. It is amazing. So that's a piece of that. Then you'll have your basic white, and I have used the basic borders die, and I cut that out at that point there. And then the inside of the card. And the inside of the card, you'll have a piece of basic white, and you will have your striped to go with it. All right, so let's get our pieces going. Let me get my scrap paper. All right, so let's start stamping on here. Now the colors that I'm going to be using are gray granite, and like I always tell people, if you have different colors at home, or you like, you know, certain colors better, you can always switch it out. All right, so we have gray granite, and that's going to be this beautiful image right here. Then garden green, so I'm just kind of opening all my pads up, which is sometimes it can be dangerous, but I'm putting them aside. And I'm going to use this leaf. So what I'm doing is I'm off to the side. I'm just laying what I need for that pad on top of the pad. This will remind me what I'm doing for one thing, but it will also, I'm also using Poppy Parade for this one. But it also will prevent me from by accident stamping my leaf in the Poppy Parade because this image is laying on top of it. All right, and it's just me, right? I don't have anyone else stamping with me, so you don't have to worry about anything getting contaminated unless I don't pay attention. All right, so let's get this started stamping on. And this is just going to be kind of a, what do you call it, collage? I don't even know now. What would you call this? I'm just randomly stamping this amazing image all over my cardstock. I also want to stamp it on my inside. And I'm just going to put it right in the center. All right, so that is my gray granite. Let me move this out of the way. All right, now I'm going to bring this beautiful, it's almost like a cottage rose, or it reminds me of the roses that people would make with fabric, you know, and you would spin it and spin it and spin it. It's just beautiful. So we are just going to put Poppy Parade. So we're just going to stamp this flower all over. Look how amazing that is. Oh, I love it. All right. So I'm just stamping it around my card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Uneven. All right. So while I have my Poppy Parade, let's bring our one for the inside. Hi, Nancy. Over, and I'm going to stamp. Now I'm going to stamp this one, and I'm using the Poppy Parade again, and that's just going to be right here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this one on here just so I know not to use that. Okay. All right. So while this is open, or while I have that there, I'm going to take this little leaf here, and this is the garden green, and I'm just going to put a few little leaves. All right. Good. So that's the inside, and then let's bring this back. Now before I put my leaves, I want to put my greeting. So I'm going to put my greeting, and I'm actually going to put it along here. And I'm going to use the thanks. I love, hi Ann, I love this whole bundle is amazing. I mean, you've got so many beautiful dies and everything, but the stamp set is so fun. Like the fonts are fun, and the thanks is just, you know, amazing. So this is one that I will never get rid of this one. And in fact, like this stays around on my desk. I don't put it away. I just always have it out. Same with the one that came with the paper pumpkin. I'm keeping that on my desk too, because it's just such a fun image that you can, you know, put on an envelope or whatever. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my memento, and I want to put my thanks, and I just want to make sure I inked it up good. Good, good, good. All right. So I'm just using the memento, and I'm just putting it along this edge. So we've got our thanks along the edge. Close that pad up. All right, so now what I can do is put my leaves around. So I'm just going to use, again, the granny apple, and I just ink this up so it's nice and juicy. So we've got our granny apple leaves around. Let's see. And there. I don't want to get it too much on my thanks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me see, I'm going to put one over here. And I love this because there's really, you know, you can't mess it up. But what I want to do is, where's my little one? So I'm going to take my little one, and I'm just going to put a little bit here and here. Okay, that looks good, because I don't want to put one here. Okay. Looks good, looks good. All right, so now I can close my pads because I'm all done stamping. Now, of course, you would stamp your envelope so your envelope matches, but I'm not doing an envelope today. Alrighty. Now, all these stamps. Alrighty. Now, before we put our card together, I'm going to take, this is the dark basic black blend, and this is pretty much all I do with it because it is such a dark color that it's just so dark for actually coloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the brush end, and I'm just going to flick it in the lid. So I'm going to come up a little bit, and I'm just going to flick. And what that does is it's flicking, like, I don't know if you can see or not. So can you see I'm splattering? Let me pick that up. Can you see I'm splattering little speckles? So let me just do it on the scrap paper so you can see. So see what's happening? It splatters out, splatters. So that you don't have, you know, just this plain white. You've got a little bit of splattery going on. All right. But it's hard to control, so just, you know, less is more. Okay, so that's all I want to put on there, but it just shabbies it up. All right, and then I also want to splatter on the inside. All right, good, good, good. I love that. Oh my gosh. And you can do that with any of the blends, but I just chose the black because I want to go with the black striped paper. And then since it's the alcohol, it dries pretty quick. All right, so let's put our card together. I want to make sure my hands are not dirty, right? Because they get little, you have to be careful how you say flick. You want to say it very carefully. You want to be careful how you flick the paper. All right, so this is going to get glued onto here. Now this probably seems wasteful that I'm putting this paper in here, but it allows me to keep it straight so that it's straight here, because I can just go like this. If I just cut a piece that was just right, I would have to, you know, be really, really careful, and I just want to be quick about it. So I just did it, you know, the full size. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive. And then we can just line our edges up. Good, good, good. All right, so let me get my card over here in my bone folder. All right. And this was just a basic white thick. So let me do the inside. So I'm going to take my little strip and we're going to put this on the bottom. And I didn't stamp anything on the inside because it's thanks. So I will assume that, you know, whoever makes the card, then you would say what you're thankful for, right? You could write right over top of there with a black marker, you know. So I didn't stamp anything else on the inside. If you want to use a different greeting on the outside, then you could, right? You could stamp something on the inside if you wanted. All right, so here is that. Then this is just going to get stuck to the inside. Okay. I know, right? I'm using my blends for a whole other reason than I normally would be coloring. So, all right, so there's your inside and then the outside. But before we put this on, where's my ribbon? All right, so I'm also going to be using this ribbon here. So that's going to go there. Now for class, you'll get just a big length of it. So what I'll do for class, you'll go like this. So I will cut the ribbon. So what I would do for class, then you would cut this in half. And then you use your glue dots. So we're going to put a glue dot on each end. I love this ribbon. I'm glad it came back. It's got this pretty silver, you know I'm a big silver fan. It's got like these silver flecks in it. There's another one you have to be careful of. Flicking and flecking. You want to really watch how you pronunciate today. Then we'll see you later, Nancy. All right, so then I have this here. Now what I like to do is I usually take, I have Scotch tape on my desk. You can use tear tape. You can use anything, but this just reinforces it that it doesn't come up. Because I'm also, this piece that I cut off, I'm going to put that on, I'm going to tie it around. So when you're doing that, you're kind of tugging on that tape, or that ribbon. So you just want to make sure it's good and secure. All right, so let me get some glue dots. So I'm using glue dots because there is a ribbon between the two cardstocks that would touch, right? So you need to give yourself a little bit of thickness so that it will adhere better. So that's why I'm using the glue dots. All right, because they're probably about as thick as the ribbon. If you use the adhesive is flatter, so it might not adhere as well. So if you just use something that's about the same thickness as the ribbon, you won't have any problem. All right, so then that's gonna go on here. I just love this card. Oh my gosh. All right, then I'm just gonna take this and we're just gonna simply go underneath here and we're going to tie it in a knot. And this is what I like to call like a cheater bow or a cheater knot, whatever you want to. It's just fake. It looks like you wrapped it around and tied it, but you really didn't. So there we have that. And I'm just going to tweak it a little bit so that you can see it. So there's our pretty bow. And then what I want to do too is I'm going to take some of the, so these will be in your packet as well. Not a whole pack, but just what you need for your cards. And again, you'll be doing 3 of each of the styles. So these are the silver and epoxy, and I've used these before, essentials. And I love, so we're just using the round ones. And what I'm doing is I'm putting them like one here and one here. And I'm just kind of putting them at like here, here, and here. Because what I liked about them is, and I'm using the silver ones, to me, they kind of pull, see there's like little silver speckles on the ribbon? Well, now you have these little silver speckles on the card as well. And then, so there's your beautiful card. So that's one of the cards for the class. And let me show you the other two. So you'll do 3 of this one. Then here's one of the other ones. You'll do 3 of this one. And this even uses that new striped pool party. And these are the loose floral flourishes. So this is what I was talking about, that if you place a 75. Now the class, you don't earn them for class. It has to be an order, right? But those are the little flourishes that I talked about. And then there's the inside of that one. And then here is the last one. So you'll do 3 of each of those. And I have a limited amount. So you want to make sure you sign up. Like I said, tomorrow is the last day to sign up. And then here was the one I showed the other day, was the Christmas one. So Christmas is a little different. So you'll do 10 of the same cards. Now, of course, you can do the color different. You can flip your DSP around. It's totally up to you. And then it's the tidings and trimmings with the die. So that is the Christmas one and the Artistically inked class. So till November, I will have 2 classes a month, right? Because I'll have the Christmas one, and then I'll have what I like to just call the regular class, you know, because some people don't do Christmas, right? But I still wanted to be able to offer classes. Some people do both, but so anyway, so that now the Christmas one is $75.50 with the bundle, or $53 if you just get the stamp set. As always, if you have them already, you just choose something the same value. All right, and then this would be the 10 cards, and this is a 9 cards, so 3 designs, 3 of each. So hopefully I answered all the questions that I think people would maybe ask, right? If you're like new to my channel or new to my classes. And then, so the PDF is a supply list. Excuse me. It doesn't have dimensions because you are getting the stuff, right? So it's just a supply list. So if you need to order more, it doesn't have like, you know, this cardstock was this size, because you have the pieces. So if you want to make more, then just measure it before you, before you make it, or you can measure it after too. So I just wanted to let you know that, because someone questioned me last month about that, and that's just how I do the things, because my PDFs are basically just to help you like visualize, and then of course you have the private video where you can make your stuff along with me and all that kind of stuff. But if you have any questions at all, just make sure you ask me. And that should do me for today. And then I will see you Friday, 3 o'clock Arizona time, for my dies shorts. And I'm glad that you like that, Anne. These are both cute stamp sets. And like I said, tomorrow, July the 15th, is the last day to sign up. So make sure you email me, and I will send you the PayPal link. And it's super easy to pay. And then the class packets will go out the last week of July. And like I said, supplies are limited. So I think that's it. Have a great night, everyone. Hey, next time you see me, my hair will be cut. Yay! Because I look like a shaggy dog. All right. Night, everybody. We'll see you Friday. Bye for now.